Yes, I am back. This is the gas kit I went and picked up. So as you can see, it's got the gasket I need here, and then the little round O-ring ones down there. So we'll get this opened up, get those on, get my bead, get this placed. It also came with the crankshaft seal, so I'm gonna get that swapped out as well. I believe this is probably the water pump gasket here, and that would be, not real sure what that one is, to be honest. That looks like the one that goes on the dipstick or the fill. Yeah, it is. So comes with that gasket, I guess, as well. Don't really know why. It's not really on the timing side, but whatever. So anyway, gonna go ahead and get this pulled apart and get this all put together so I can hopefully have this car up and running. Today I'm getting ready to clean the injectors, get the injectors, got the plugs in it, throttle bodies on it. I need to find my bolt here for my dipstick, get that tightened down, like I said, timing cover, and then pretty much just the accessories on the front and the fan. Getting really close. Then we can start filling this up with, again, I gotta drain the oil. I gotta get the oil filter pulled off of here. I do have a new oil filter, new air filter. I went cheap on the oil and oil filter and all that good stuff, just because I plan to run this for a little while and hopefully get all the moisture out of the block, and then maybe put a couple 100 miles on it, drive it over to the next town or something, and then flush it and do it again. So anyway, cut back here in just a second. I'm gonna start getting this stuff put together. So got the gasket kit, everything installed here. Basically just took and snugged up everything, pretty much just hand tight for the most part. Just kind of snugged it up. I'll let this set for a second. I need to find my manual, find out what these torque specs are on everything, get everything torqued here. And then I'm going to get the fuel rail, get these injectors cleaned up, get the fuel rail on, get my coils in, start hooking up top side. Once I get all that done, hopefully this will be dried and set enough that I can torque this down. And then pretty much from that point, we can get the idler pulley put back on, get the AC compressor on, the dipstick on, alternator on, power steering pump on, get all that stuff mounted, and basically at that point just connect some wires. And then I've got the radiator, the fan and shroud here to get put on, and then the coolant tank mounted back at the back, and like I said, tying up some hoses, air filter. We are getting very close. So yeah, I'll cut back here in just a second. I'll find out what my manual states here, because I honestly can't remember. I know you snug this up, you let the RV silicone set for like 30 minutes to an hour, something like that, and then you can tighten everything the rest of the way down. So yeah, I'm gonna find that, why, and then after I figured that all out, then I'm gonna work on some of this other stuff, so that way hopefully by the time I get this top side done, I'll be ready to tighten these up and go on. So we'll cut back these injectors. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking some gum out, just some regular carb cleaner, doesn't really matter what you have, and spraying it on a rag, and then basically just cleaning the tips of these. So you can see these are both clean. Here's a dirty one. I don't know, you guys can see how black the end of that is compared to those. So cleaning those up, these are all done. I'm ready to go in as well. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this up and I'll get these put in. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna end up doing this right, but I can't find a whole lot on it. So I'm gonna do the water pump first. Basically it says to do a star pattern, 20, 30, and then finish with 40 foot-pounds. And then I'll jump out here on these outer ones, get those snugged up. Basically everything here on the top side, injectors are in, coils are on, wiring's all hooked up. They got this one here that goes to the air box. These go up, I believe, I don't know if these go up on the alternator, maybe the AC compressor. I'm not real sure where those go yet, but they'll go up here to one of the accessories. Yeah, I can get this tightened up, get the dipstick on, get basically the front end buckled up, drain the oil, put new oil in it, and we'll be ready to see what it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this water pump tightened up, and then I'll jump back when I get ready to tighten up the we're getting super close here. So I got everything on the water pump tightened down. That's 20, 30, 40. I went ahead and did the same thing on the timing housing. The timing housing torque specs are 43, so I bumped it up and kind of did the same thing, kind of a star pattern. Got all that done. I torqued the harmonic balancer down to, I want 120. I'm not real sure. I couldn't find specs on that, and I got tired of looking, so I figured there was a video guy, that's what he did, so and his seemed to work, so went with that. The next step now is to finish getting everything here on the front. I'm gonna get the power steering pump up here, get that hooked up, get the AC compressor up here hooked up. I need to get the fill dipstick on real quick and the alternator, and then I think we'll be ready to put the, I think it's it, idler pulley, and then we got some radiator hoses and whatnot. I'll get the bottom one on first. Well, I've got some opening here, get that bottom radiator hose on, and yeah, we're getting close. So I'm gonna keep working on this, and hopefully I'll have this, hopefully the next video will be it firing up. Basically I have everything back together, motor's ready, everything's hooked up. The only thing I lack right now, I got to figure out where this ground wire goes. It wasn't hooked up. I think it goes somewhere on the back side over there, but I'll figure that out. That, and then I got to fill it up with coolant and change oil. Outside of that, I got a new air filter already put in it. I got to pull the oil filter off down there, but basically I want to get everything kind of cleaned up first before I get to that point. So I'm gonna find some place to put this ground. Like I said, I'm not real sure. It was just laying in the back, so I'm gonna hook it up somewhere over there on the back side, on the block, and we'll call it. I think it probably goes on the back side of the head, and the original guy that took it off didn't put it back, but because there is one on the passenger side or the driver's side, so I'm assuming the passenger side probably has one too. But as of right now, everything is back together. Like I said, it's ready to attempt to crank it over as soon as I get the oil changed and the fill it up with antifreeze. So got all of it, but I need to pick up. I need to clean up underneath the vehicle. It's, I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway, there's still kitty litter all up underneath it. So I might just tomorrow put it in neutral, push it out of the garage, clean this mess up, put a jack underneath it so I can get underneath and get the oil drained, and may not have to jack it up. I just really don't want to lay on the kitty litter to change the oil. So yeah, other than that, clean up the garage, and I said the next video will hopefully be this thing running. So I'll catch you all in the next one. Yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. Try to detail most of it. I mean, a lot of this, it takes a lot of time, and to be honest, when you're trying to run a camera and video it, it just takes longer. So but yeah, so again, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to help you out. Love it if you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks again. All right, guys, I'm going to add to the last video here, just because I am still having some issues. I think my timing is off a tooth or something on the exhaust side. So I'll go ahead and kind of show you guys what it's doing, and then how I plan to fix this. So yeah, you guys can see it tries to start, but not quite there. So when it does fire, I think it's off. So kind of the plan is I'm gonna pull the intake off here, try to clean this side up, see if I can pull my valve covers, get my valve covers off, and we'll see where it's at. So sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll yeah, I'll cut back. It'll be probably totally another video, because I'm kind of at that point where this one's full. So I'll get this one posted up, and then we'll go over how I'm gonna fix it. But we'll catch you all in the next one. Fingers crossed and get this thing back up and going.